first thing that we can do is we can do the story conversation with Law.
Neat.
It's hard to even walk with all this snow and ice around here. I guess it's also pretty cold too.
Let's do... Not that. We'll go ahead and do that. Why not?
Everyone's gonna be real surprised. Mind if I join you, Law?
Hey, Alphen. When do you find the time to train?
What's brought this on all of a sudden?
It's just, even without the blazing sword, you'd still be able to hold your own, right? But I never see you training.
I'd hardly call it a regimen. Unless exchanging blows with Zeugles counts.
I mean, sure, I get that real-life practice beats training any day. But you must have the odd trick or two up your sleeve.
I just told you. I really don't.
Wait, I've got it. It's your armor, right? You channel the extra weight into your stride.
Jesus.
It's actually not as heavy as it looks.
So not the armor, huh? In that case...
Just calm down a little, would you? Why are you so fixated on this anyway?
You would think Alpha would be right up the alley,
I
though.
want to make myself stronger.
You're strong enough as it is. I almost feel sorry for those Renin soldiers.
It's not enough. I need to keep working to get stronger. I won't allow myself to fail anyone again.
Law?
I'm useless the way I am now. If someone else dies because of me...
Law!
Sorry. Spiraling into self-doubt won't do me any favors. I know that.
None of us are invincible, Law. We're all just getting by, doing the best we can.
That's all we can ask of each other, right? It's as good a place as any to start, I guess.
To start what?
My new training regimen, of course. And what better way to kick it off than push-ups? 1, 2, 3, 4...
I admire your enthusiasm. Just don't overdo it, okay?
Just wait. You'll see how strong I can get. See you guys tomorrow.
See, I'm hoping we get the other person next. Because that's probably going to be the other person I run. I have not went to the owl place either. Because I want you to see whatever we get.
Okay, cool.
Do you sense one of your friends, Hoodle?
Well, gee. I wonder. Hey. Discord, quit your shit.
Scarlet inherited coat. Blue inherited coat.
Alright.
It's all the owls we found. I guess this was their way of thanking us for finding them.
It looks like they're grouping up by color. Is that a thing?
Actually, the color of Dan and Owl's feathers is based on their maturity and their astral energy element. So maybe they stick to certain groups even if they all belong to the same kingdom.
Then I guess that means we can tell just how many owls we found in each domain.
Got that mustache, though.
They seem to be saying something.
Maybe they're thanking us for finding their buddies. Then again, maybe they're telling us that we have more owls to find.
I think the queen is protesting that they shouldn't put undue pressure on us.
Maybe he's arguing back that we're the only ones they can actually turn to?
Right. which is why the Queen is worried about sowing any ill will with us.
We'll do our best, so don't worry, I think.
Can you understand them?
Of course not. I'm just inferring. For some reason, when I hear them talk, that's just what I imagine them saying.
Oh, well, I think you're pretty close to the mark at least.
Well, don't worry about it. We're not breaking our backs over this. I think that was a thank you.
Seems like it, from both of them.
Hoodle seems happy with this. Isn't that nice, Rinwell?
Huh? Oh, yeah, absolutely.
Oh my god, that was incredibly cute. Now who gets the coats?
So that's full. So there's still some.
Well, we're still in the frozen-y area, so we're not exactly done yet.
Yeah.
We didn't exactly make it to the next country yet.
That's true.
Because I think we have 2 more areas, according to this walkthrough, to get through before we actually reach the 3rd country.
That seems true. Yeah, so this is gonna be hers.
Okay, so what's her okay, that's her normal one. Let's look at... Red's not bad. That's kind of more mage-like.
Yeah, I don't know which one I like the best.
Personally, I think the darker one is better, but that's just because I think it looks more mage-like.
Yeah, we'll run with this for a little bit. The reason they do red is to like
Off we go.
base off like Final Fantasy's red mages. Fast travel in this system is such a godsend. Okay. Well, no, we haven't really met. We were just there when you got hauled away.
Yeah.
Yeah, and you're the guy that was being a jerk.
Hey.
Yeah, I mean, we are a hero, but like that's, you know, one foot in front of the other kind of thing. Okay.
Thanks for letting me stick around, you guys.
Sure, we're happy to have you.
So, pretty sure that's only. Yeah, I guess there's also that place. We'll see if I can go through here first.
Calaglia?
Yeah, I'm not sure how I can help yet. But for now, I'm going to follow Alphen and see what happens next.
I think Hoodle senses something.
Where does that drawbridge connect to?
No idea, but I've seen it get lowered. It can't be lowered from this side anyway, so it's useless to us.
Go no further!
Nice.
And still as humble as ever.
All aboard the victory train!
Overcome.
I'm actually going to switch that art again for now. I don't have Rending Flash yet. And I do want to be leveling up that a little bit.
You know, minor things.
Yeah, minor. Just gonna make sure there's no owls over here.
Go no further! Radiant Pierce! Shining Supernova! Lightning Raging Shut up, Law! I'm trying to focus.
This could be useful.
Into Berserker Den? For all intents and purposes?
Yeah.
We're on the home stretch now.
Don't take your eyes off the prize.
I'm quite aware without you reminding me. This ends now!
Consider yourself finished.
See you continue on in that vein.
Yes, my lady?
Something you wanted to say?
That extra training paid off.
Cool equipment.
Hey.
Oh, I should actually swap over to like the actually good weapons again.
New equipment.
Yeah. I temporarily nerfed myself for the sake of training purposes.
Oh yeah.
So I may have forgot to fix that last couple of fights. It's fine. It's fine.
Tyler.
Get in, get out.
What are we going to do with you?
Great question. Don't really have the answer to that.
A blip on our radar.
Twitch is being a butt.
Is it?
It's not connecting to chat for me.
Well, that's good.
Right?
We won that by a mile.
Hmm? There's an owl.
There is. I got 5 strawberries for helping someone.
Neat. Now where could this owl be? Not...
What's wrong?
Oh god, I love that like immediate switch from Shion, we need to get this guy first aid. Never mind. Shion, we need to get this guy a potato.
Really?
And then she's like, wait, hey, that's fine.
Oh my god. Excuse the fuck out of you.
Oh
Fair enough.
goodness.
Now we're gonna get recipes or some bullshit from this guy.
Something, yeah.
Oh, ingredient fetch quest, then we get a recipe, eh?
Alphen, I'm impressed nobody ever turned this guy in.
Hey. Ah!
Right.
Well, you heard him. He's a lost cause. Let's go. I mean, we have what you need, so.
Nice work. What?
Hey!
And Shion's just like, no, 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 hurry up and bake it. So I'm assuming this is an apple pie.
Well?
I would make an apple pie now. But how the fuck is it an apple pie? But, How the fuck would you make an apple pie over a campfire?
Carefully.
Not to mention, apples aren't even in season, so where the fuck are they getting apples?
What?
Very nice.
Good to know, Gordino. Good to know.
Jesus Christ.
I should have waited on that, but it was a recipe, so.
Yeah, that's fair.
Boy, talk about a spry old man.
I can't wait to see him again.
You
Oh, there you
liked that
are.
apple pie, didn't you?
Who?
What we get? What we get?
Half frames.
What?
And glasses that don't have the bottom half of their frame.
Oh.
So.
I gotta get up for this shit.
I kind of like this a little better.
I'm good with either, so take your pick.
We'll run that for a moment.
Cool.
And there's another fishing spot.
Heck of a lot of fish swimming around in this pond, huh?
Are they edible?
Sure, they're edible, but we've got no way to catch any.
Are there fish that aren't edible?
I hate camping out.
I mean, ultimately, yes.
Oh, which ones? What?
Well, I mean, oh no.
Because I know there's some that are very difficult to eat, like pufferfish, but it's still possible. Yeah, I was under the assumption all fish were edible.
Well, I mean, okay. Probably most things are edible if you try hard enough. It's just a question of like why you would want to.
We're in good form.
Okay, well, I really hate those slime guys.
They sure like you.
They do, and that is really quite unfortunate. Go past here, you'll connect to an old path beneath the mountains that goes past the border. Okay. Crystal Knuckles. The reason I'm doing this is one of Alphen's titles is for crafting weapons.
I wasn't going to argue.
Well, I was going back and crafting like the old weapons is why.
I mean, like, I'm very, like, I'm sorry, I just really love the idea of crafting weapons instead of enhancing.
Man, I feel like I may want to actually create that thorn one for Alphen. Ooh, that's also pretty good.
You were saying? Seems like you have choices.
Yeah, what I'd like to do is I'd like to transfer this fire damage over to this one instead of the earth damage.
Well, we can't have everything we want.
Yeah, that's true.
Besides, who knows, maybe earth damage will be more useful in the next area. Considering we had, fire damage in this area, we had water, ice damage in the fire area, so earth should be useful in a different area. Oh yeah, speaking of, that was actually something I wanted to talk to you about. Because there are 5 places, therefore 5 cores. Therefore only 5 of the 6 elements are used, so what's the missing element?
Dark.
But why? Why would they not have a dark one?
Because dark would only be associated with Rina.
You think they'd have a darkness core, though?
Well, there could be one there, but the other 5 cores would have been stuck on Dana. Also, yay, got another action gauge.
Oh my god.
So I'm really glad I did that now.
Good job.
Ooh, Devastation looks pretty good though. Elemental defense plus 30. If I didn't need Rising Phoenix.
I mean, do you actually need Rising Phoenix? Remember, since we are likely heading towards earth, water, or wind, fire may not be necessarily the most effective thing.
Well,
not ineffective, but not the most effective.
Yeah, so the only reason why I'm thinking this is so that way I have another flame move I can use with Alphen. Because most likely... So, the thing with Rising Phoenix is it should help me build my aerial skills and flame skills that can go up.
Mm-hmm.
But this is also just really good. Or potentially very good. If this were knocking enemies into the ground...
Look, I am all for fire moves and fire in general, you know that, but I am saying that...
I might do this first.
That fire was effective only in this area, really.
Have you guys
in terms of
picked your equipment lately?
elements and whatnot. But our next areas probably won't have fire be like super effective. Earth will, or I don't actually know what's an Earth, but like going on to the debate earlier about like the Earth and fire, like
Right.
Earth will be useful in one of the areas. I just don't know which one.
I guess even someone as fashionable as you wouldn't know a whole lot about Dan and armor, right?
Not really, no. Like, what's with that scarf? I don't remember that being with any of the armor we found back there.
Oh, well, remember how you told me you thought I'd look good wearing some blue? I took your advice to heart and decided to give it a go.
He was already wearing blue.
I see.
Also, yes.
Well, it suits you.
Would
Aw.
you say I've learned to spruce things up like you suggested?
Well, maybe not that
Aw.
far. Oh. You know, like, some people could critique the Tales games for maybe not being the most creative with their writing, but I'm very okay with that.
I enjoy the banter. I enjoy the conversations.
I
just
agree.
enjoy all of it. Like, when I was playing Zestiria, one person had commented on my stream that they weren't fond of like all the characters trying to be funny, and I'm like, I was in my brain. I'm like, I like
Let's keep
it.
moving.
I enjoy it, but I don't want to make your opinion feel invalidated, so I'm not gonna say that.
Oh, this is like the normal inn. That's what this is.
Oh shit! What normal
Looks
ends?
like we
What
get
are
to sleep
those?
with a roof over our heads.
Yeah, so there's blacksmith, accessory person. Yeah, I didn't think there would be, but I want to make sure. And then
Items? Do you need a restock on your items?
I don't say I was gonna look and see.
Motherfucker.
Look, let's just not talk about what my item situation is. I'm not gonna buy these right now, just because I shouldn't need apple gales immediately.
How much gold do you have?
Yeah, 9k right now.
Hmm.
Like, I mean, I can buy 2.
I was more thinking like maybe like another life bottle or two would be helpful.
I'm at 4. So, I should be alright. But I've not really had to use them except for mainly...
Boss fights?
Yes.
When you went down how many times that last boss fight?
Look, to be fair, that last boss fight was a bitch.
I'm just saying.
To be fair, it was a bitch.
I'm just saying. Life bottles saved your ass.
A lot of things saved my ass.
Finally.
I know, but like
If
life
only we
bottles
could've flown
specifically.
with the wind to get here faster.
Listen, Rinwell, we went pretty quick.
Again, I don't want to discuss the canon of fast traveling.
Let me actually change my arts.
Where are you at right now, by the way?
Great question. Okay, so up into Rising Wyvern. Okay. Oh, I apparently have a flame edge for this already. I did not know that.
Neat.
Okay. Safari
Okay,
Sea
so-
Cave.
Okay, cool. I'm trying to keep up with you on the guide.
Law?
Yeah, sorry. Just a little travel weary is all. Looking forward to finally getting out of here, you know?
Still beating yourself up about your dad, aren't you?
I'd be lying if I said I wasn't. But that's not what I was just thinking about.
Oh?
I never did tell you how I ended up hanging around with the Snake Eyes, did I?
Not properly. All I know is you had a falling out with your dad and ran away from home.
Getting to Cislodia almost killed me. Once there, though, I actually ended up joining a resistance organization, believe it or not. Of course, before long, someone ratted us out. And we were ambushed by the Snake Eyes. I'd never seen such brutality. If I hadn't surrendered...
Law?
I don't know why. They let me live. They made me watch as they butchered my friends right in front of my eyes.
That's good.
I still have nightmares. I hear roars of Zeugles as my friends scream. The snow stained red with blood. And all the while, those bastards laughing. I thought that with Ganabelt defeated, I'd be able to put it all behind me. Turns out that was a little optimistic.
I mean, yeah, that's a little bit of an extreme thing.
Me too. So I wound up betraying the memory of my friends and getting my old man killed in the process. I wonder if I'm any braver now. What if one day I panic again and end up running away like always?
And leave us behind? You really think you'd do that?
I hope not. But who's to say what I'm really capable of?
Ah! I found you.
Something wrong, Rinwell?
How very perceptive of you. When I turned around, you were gone, so we came back to look for you.
Tell us next time you decide to stop. We
Oh,
need
Jesus.
all our manpower to face these Zeugles.
Jeez, okay. I can't help it when nature calls, can I?
Nature? Ew, gross! Here?
Let's make tracks, shall we?
I hope he makes it through this.
You invited him along. He's
Okay.
your liability.
He's Zephyr's son, Shion. What was I supposed to do? Just leave him?
Fine. Just don't come crying to me about it, all right? I've got enough deadbeats slowing me down as it is.
Wow. Alright, that was really bitchy.
Yeah, that was a little on the extreme side.
Why did people dig this path so far underground?
Maybe it was too dangerous on the mountains for them to traverse over them.
So you're saying that before Dana was conquered, Danans made this so that they'd have a way to get through the mountains?
If I had to guess, they might have even lived inside of these once upon a time.
Not like there's any way of knowing now. Not after all our history was lost.
No, it wasn't lost. It was stolen from us by the Renans because they thought slaves didn't need it. And because keeping it around would have made it harder to control us.
It's not all gone. Look at that over there.
What is it? It looks like a broken piece from a dish or something.
Probably. It's true the Renans erased a lot of our history. But if we look hard enough, I think we'll find there's still plenty of it left. But first, we have to win the freedom to even look for it.
We'll win it all right. Then we'll reclaim our history.
Well, look, buddy, you're gonna have an identity crisis at some point. I hate to break it to you.
Oh, do you know that for a fact, or are you just guessing?
Oh, I'm just guessing, but
I mean, that does seem to be a common theme
No
amongst
further!
every protagonist ever. Well, okay, Nothing didn't really go through so much an identity crisis as just a mental breakdown in general.
These things are just awkwardly weight.
So I don't know if he's gonna have an identity crisis or just a mental breakdown.
That extra training
I
paid
don't know, he
off.
seems like a pretty steady person. One of the most steady main characters that I've come across.
You're really not wrong. Although I'm concerned what that says about everything else. Okay.
Like, for the most part, he even has like a decent control on his temper and everything, and I'm just like, who are you? Who are you, potentially mentally healthy main character?
Right? Like, it's so unusual.
I guess Messia is the first place we met. Hala.
Yeah, I was a snake eye and you were a silver sword. Who would have thought we'd end up on the same team?
You make an odd
Well-
pair. It's true.
You guys are the odd ones, running with a Renin.
Oh wait,
There's a treasure chest. Okay, so
We're so high up.
Yeah.
okay.
Okay, now his ankles are shattered. Got it.
Well, you know.
Okay.
And now there's just all of this water. Which, can we talk about just how we're lucky that at least at the current moment I'm not being chased by anything giant with fins?
Sparkly, sparkly.
Yeah, I know.
Going up out of it. Okay.
Yep.
Don't forget sparkly though.
It'll be a breeze. Get in, get out.
Mind if I do?
I mean, it's amazing he can even swim in all that armor.
Well, he said it's not as heavy as it looks.
It is still metal weighing you down. Like, even if it's light armor, that's still a lot of it. Having to swim in it is already awkward enough, I bet. Because armor is typically not the most flexible thing in the world.
Shut him down. Don't take your eyes off the prize.
I'm quite aware without you reminding me. More where that came from.
Seems about right to me.
There's a lot of new minerals I've got here.
Don't move on too far, there's still sparkly in the water.
Yeah. All of this is still just looping around each other.
Okay, just want to make sure you don't miss out on the
Yeah.
sparkly.
Should be okay right now still. I appreciate you making sure I don't miss it though.
Look, I understand, you have squirrel brain syndrome, I may have squirrel brain syndrome, so like... It's easy enough to forget that there was something that existed. But there is some equipment down somewhere in this cave system. Specifically a equipment thing for... what was it? Law, I think?
You're most comfortable at a range, aren't you? And not really built for close quarters combat.
Nor am I.
Yep, law.
Don't worry. I'll help you
An armor set.
Nice.
Look sharp. Lightning tiger ready.
I think I like their finisher move the most.
You could say that again.
Ooh, that's a lot of gold.
Yep.
Is the blazing sword okay?
A little water's not going to
So,
hurt.
sparkly over here.
Mhm.
Got myself some flatfish.
Neat.
So we know there's a chest here now.
Hello, prepare to die.
I want to avoid that for just a moment. Just a moment. Yep, yep. Just ignore this. Ignore this.
Tyler.
Just ignoring it for a moment. Oh, come on. Just enough time. There we go. Okay.
He would have been there after your bites.
But my food's about to run out. You see that little fork and knife icon?
Okay, like,
I picked rare ore. So since I had rare ore, I wanted to make sure that I actually got the ores.
oh, I didn't. I was like,
It's like,
I didn't know what, I didn't know what recipe you did.
yeah. Oh, ow, ow, ow.
together.
Look, they just hit a lot.
You should do what Piccolo says and dodge.
I won't rest until I'm the best I can be.
Still striving to be on par with the Lord?
You simply can't be too strong when battle is a part of your everyday.
Somewhere around this area is the treasure chest.
Yeah, there's a few places it could be right now.
Along the water, so... How to get to it, don't know.
To stop you dying? Well, we're on the home stretch now.
Don't take your eyes off the prize.
I'm quite aware without you reminding me.
Well, looky here.
Man, I'm famished.
Bitch, you just ate.
We're in the home stretch, guys. What she said? Eyes on the prize. That rotate goes double for you, Law. Me? How come I get singled out?
This ends now!
Consider yourself finished.
Also, I figured out why that boost move killed those red knights. That boost move is an insta-kill move.
Oh.
So, that's why that was. Fun fact, also, those red knights had 36,000 health.
Jesus Christ.
Yep. Pretty sure the chest is over there in that back corner. Okay, so that is a thing I need to be mindful of there. I thought so, but I had to confirm.
Be careful of what?
Really, I missed a mushroom. When
dare
I
you.
do Alphen's boost move, it does take HP,
Oh.
which I kind of figured, but I needed to
Now let's-
confirm.
Double-edged sword and all that jazz.
Yeah,
But probably worth it.
yeah, probably.
Let me take the rest of them.
Well, someone's feeling lively.
So much lightning.
I'm ready for the next battle.
That's good.
Yeah, I don't like the looks of that.
That looks great. You should go touch them. Oh? Yeah. Treasure chest. Ooh, neat. It's just a black onyx.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Max HP 15%. So
But it
that's
takes
what
down
that does. It's just getting rid of like the poison charm I have on him, I think. So yeah, it's just knocking down the defense. And the HP from the poison charm is a little bit better for him.
Touch him. Doug, do it. Do it.
I have to, and I'm not happy about it.
I mean, you don't necessarily have to. It's just very much recommended.
I didn't get to do that in time.
Oh.
Training's paying off. Don't take your eyes off the prize.
I'm quite aware without you reminding me. Glacial spear. Get toasty. Burn strike. Mega ray. Arnex. I'm all psyched up. Mega ray. Now.
Look sharp. Lightning tiger blade. I'm even stronger than before.
Okay, well, my CP is having a rougher time than I would like.
Was that a... No, I guess not.
Hey, got a treat back.
Neat.
Yeah, these enemies are definitely a little tougher. Luna Rondo. I want to try that. Well, I don't think I've missed any chests so far. Yeah, I should probably actually save.
Yeah. The, armor set, whatever for law, is in a lower level anyway. I
Okay.
think you're only in a central.
Yeah, that seems about right. Ow.
Seems about right to me.
Okay, so let me go down this ladder partially and see which side I need to actually take.
All this walking up and down is a pain.
So I can there.
Without all this hassle.
On the other hand, the collapsed parts let you reach some places you wouldn't be able to otherwise.
Now that you mention it, the ceiling's not gonna come down on us, is it?
Guess let's do this one first. Okay, not where I thought it was gonna put me.
That's pretty too, though.
It is. I still like. I think I still prefer like the elemental
So glad it met with your
thing with Renwell and Alphen. I think that's still.
I think my new favorite, just in terms of aesthetic, is Alphen-in-Law.
That's fair.
Oh, Jesus.
I think I use an orange gel.
Yes.
Because this shouldn't be a hard fight. But
Wait, where the fuck did you get double digits of orange shells? Did you find them somewhere? Or did you grind for them or something?
literally just ones I'd been finding.
Okay. Well, this is unfortunate.
Which part?
I'm starting to become hungry. Want something to skip dinner?
Well, dinner's not a good thing to skip, so.
But I don't wanna.
But you still should eat.
I don't wanna.
Ooh, flare tornado. That's pretty.
Yeah.
This is barely target practice.
Then why bother fighting them?
Because I certainly won't run away.
Swift ring.
Maybe
Okay.
next time I try on something new.
Neat. Well, the guide that I'm using to slightly guide you definitely is not complete in terms of collecting all items, but it's fine.
Well, I mean, I assume with the accessories, that's just because they're, for the most part, not that big a deal. Don't really want to fight those guys right at the moment.
That's fair.
Especially since I need to go back up there and fall down the other hole. And I'm presuming there's probably a campfire outside.
Don't know. Couldn't tell you.
What the hell? Game.
Fuck you, that's why.
It really is a fuck you, that's why moment.
Come on, go say hi to your new besties.
There's so many of them. Also, this place is such a big area for some of these materials.
Dispose of the trash.
At least there's no, like, boss fight in this dungeon.
I mean, that's true. I would be in a little bit of a bad way if there was. I couldn't hit an enemy to get that to go off. These bat things are just like low enough that my aerial arts are not incredibly effective on them. Ooh, that's cool.
I'll take your word for it.
Come on, how many of these things are coming alive? All of them? Cool. Cool. Yeah, uh-huh. Okay. Well, at least it's not actually all of them.
But yeah, there's the equipment set for Law.
Wish they were all that easy.
Yeah, I think we might be getting too strong.
Isn't that good?
Play along, would you?
Okay. Well, we're gonna... Okay. Well.
I saw a lot of blue, so I assumed it was acceptable.
Yeah, definitely acceptable.
That wasn't anything.
Yeah, it wasn't. I don't think I want to fight these guys.
No.
Yeah, I don't think so either.
Hey, Law. Back when we left Cisleden, you remember how you said so long as you don't give up, there's nothing to stop someone starting over?
Yeah?
Well, I think you did just that. You've set out on a new path despite what happened in your past. Besides, you're not the only one fumbling your way through things.
You too?
It was your dad who taught me to fight. Back at the start of all this, I knew that so long as I followed him, I wouldn't end up straying. But it was also your dad who told me the importance of becoming my own master, of searching out the answers within me. I always figured I would one day. But at the same time, I had so much more to learn. When he died, I suddenly found myself rudderless. Sure, our immediate goal is to defeat all the lords. But then what comes after that? There's no one left to point me in the right direction. It was then that I realized, no matter how much I fret about it, the only thing I can do is fight. Renin brutality isn't going to right itself. So that's what I'm doing. Fighting. And in the meantime, I'll try to figure out my next move. Right now, that's about all I can do.
And you really believe you got what it takes to win this? Against all the odds?
I mean, we killed two of them.
Yes, I do. Or at least I want to. If I'm being completely honest, sometimes I'm not really sure whether I can or not. So what if we're still figuring stuff out? If we do it together, then we can support one another along the way. Is there anything so wrong with that?
No, I don't think there is. I think I get it now. We may not know what we're capable of, but we have to try all the same.
Having another one of your secret meetings? Don't tell me you were taking yet another bathroom break?
Oh, we were just engaging in a bit of brotherly bonding. Isn't that right, Alphen?
Yeah, that's right.
I was just about to call up in the big bro.
Fine then. Hey, I think I can feel a breeze up ahead. I bet the exit is real close.
Finally! Man, it's been too long since I felt the sun on my face.
I was literally about to say Alpha's being such a big bro, and I love it.
Alphen is a really enjoyable character.
Right at him. Whoever makes the first move wins.
I do have to admit, it's quite the spectacle to watch you charge in and go to town on someone during a battle.
Yeah, it was actually my old man who taught me to fight that way. The more I lay the beat down on some baddies, the more fired up my fists of fury get.
Zephyr taught you? Wow. I guess you really are following in his footsteps.
There's nothing wrong with being so focused on offense, but the enemy always fights back at some point.
As long as I don't get hit, it's not a problem, right?
So what you're saying is you're too weak to take a hit.
You're not exactly one to talk.
What were you two talking about earlier?
Earlier? Oh, it was just serious guy talk. You know, the kind that girls don't get to hear.
Oh, Jesus.
Right.
Don't mind him, Rinwell. It's just... well, maybe it is a little difficult to talk about in front of women.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
Difficult is different.
Okay, now I really want to hear it. Unless it's not the creepy sort of guy talk, right?
Oh my God.
No, okay? It's not creepy.
Okay, okay. As long as you're fighting fit, you can talk about whatever you like.
That conversation really happened. All right.
I mean, it's about the way it goes.
I think Hoodle senses something.
Yes, another L. By the way,
Ooh.
Earth moves won't mean shit here.
Yeah, that's okay.
The Earth core is this domain. As I just found out.
Finally here. Elda Menancia, the land of green. The place certainly lives up to its name, doesn't it?
Yeah, just feel that breeze. It's like night and day compared to Calaglia and Cislodia.
Unsullied, fertile land, as far as the eye can see. That's beautiful. What?
Oh, nothing. Just... I was thinking the very same thing.
That's the realm capital in the distance. The city of Vicent. A word to the wise before we continue. Elda Menancia has produced more sovereigns over the years than any other.
Shion!
Well, she's
Guess
certainly
we should
done her
probably
homework.
follow after her, shouldn't we? Hey, you all right, Law?
Yeah, fine. I was just thinking how Dad would have enjoyed this view. All this green in one place is incredible. Anyway, let's get moving before we start looking tasty to monsters.
Is he going to be okay?
Great question.
Eventually. That's a wall he'll have to overcome on his own.
Mental stability.
It is a really pretty area.
Mm-hmm.
Nice little emblem of the area, too.
Mm-hmm. Dig the bird motif. Alright.
So if I remember right, there are 6 elements of astral energy, and darkness is only on Rena, and light can only be found on Dana, right?
Right.
Okay.
I only remember because my parents drilled it all into my head when I was little.
How did we find out about dark astral energy in the first place if it's not on Dana, though?
Beats me. I couldn't tell you how or when we figured out that sort of stuff. I'm sure there's other stuff we've forgotten along the way, too.
Yeah, I bet. And then we forget that knowledge was even forgotten at all, and it's back to square one.
Exactly. That's why we need to take good care of what knowledge and artifacts we still have left.
You really have a thing for old stuff, don't you?
Well, I don't know that I'd call it just a thing. It's also something that helps me feel connected to our world.
Connected?
It's nothing. Forget I even mentioned it.
Let her be
I
a
should've
nerd,
guessed
Law.
that there'd be no way he'd understand. How could he?
Just let her be the nerd that she is. Now, where's that goddamn owl?
Well, somewhere in this wide open area.
Brilliant. We were close to it when we entered, and then it just like... here you
No,
go.
so he's just letting us know there's one in this area then. So when we enter an area and he pops out, that's all he's saying. Yep. Okay, cool. I'm glad you're actually auto-using it, because I've not seen anyone else do theirs automatically.
What was that, like your Mystic Art?
Yeah.
Cool, yeah. I hope the AI in this is better at using Mystic Arts.
Same. Same, really. Why do you have to hurry?
You look presso.
Oh no.
Huh? Yes!
Alright.
I mean, sure. Well, I don't have the CP to do this right now.
Well, so don't.
Yay, campfire.
It's not like, you know, this is going to go away anytime soon.
Also
You know?
true.
I hate camping out.
We can go ahead and kill. Guys!
By the way, if what I read before is true, you should hopefully be able to talk to someone at the next campfire. To deepen your bonds. Hopefully.
I can always hope.
No, I just remember it said, like, you can't do it more than once every hour, and
I'm reaching my limit, you guys.
Damn. Guess we better be extra careful.
So let's see what weapons I can do now. Thunder Nail. Okay. I don't know why it's named for light. You would think it would be for electric.
right? That's rude.
So, Lighthearts gets enhanced. Flare Claw. That'll be a nice little upgrade.
Let's
Blackthorn. Dark Arts enhanced. Innocent Lily. Pretty good upgrade. Nature's Beauty. Mass. Silver Sword of the Owl. Okay. Winged Gauntlets.
I mean, I don't even know if the wing gauntlets are good or not, but they look cool.
Yeah. It's an upgrade. Maybe not a big one, but it is an upgrade. Okay, let's see what I can do. So Opal Mass, Wind and Earth damage reduction. Well, that could end up being pretty useful. So I'm gonna keep those three for now. Abyssal Pebble. So why? Sorry, what was that?
I was about to say wind damage would eventually be useful as well.
Yeah, so what would be really cool with this is if I could transfer like that HP max onto one of these. Because, yeah, max HP percent along with that would be pretty sweet. The warrior emblem is made by Brimore. Okay. So that would be good for Shion for the dark damage. %, movement speed in battle. That could actually be pretty good for Law if it was a little bit of a better setup. Man, that HP on that poison one is apparently really rare. Cause I don't. I'm not seeing HP up on any of these others. Oh god, that's not good.
Well, you know the reason why, don't you?
Why?
Because fuck you.
Yeah. You know what? That's. And I can't transfer them yet. So cool. Oh my god, those are expensive.
Well, yes, they're helpful, but also you can buy peach shells.
Yeah, that's also true. I cannot believe they're 3,000. They are more. They cost more than a freaking life bottle. That's insane.
A, they're helpful. B, I don't know if they get cheaper somewhere else.
They probably don't. I probably just earn more money.
I mean, yeah, probably.
Why do you keep staring at me, Shion?
Just what is that wolf on your shoulder?
Oh, this thing? I love it. I got it off a street vendor for just 10 gold.
I don't know if
Oh,
that's
Jesus.
something to brag about.
Hey, 10 gold's a bargain if you ask me.
Because it wouldn't sell otherwise. It serves no practical purpose.
It's aesthetic.
Honestly,
Fuck off.
I'm surprised you paid 10 whole gold for it.
10 gold's a
The
steal. Shut
detail
up.
is so lifelike. I think you made a good choice, Law.
Really?
I have no idea why you wear it over your shoulder, though.
I think it looks pretty cool.
Thank you, Elfin. I quite agree.
7, 88, 89. Oh, shoot!
What the? Is the enemy attacking?
Sorry about that. You're not hurt, are you?
Law? What on Dana are you doing?
What am I doing? Training, obviously. I found these nice and heavy rocks that I decided to strap onto my arms, but I guess I
God.
didn't tie them down good enough because they went flying.
So you were doing improvised weight training. You and your crazy ideas.
I can't help it. If I'm not training, it's easy for me to get anxious.
Well, that's fair. Actually, I remember seeing you practicing your forms for some time when we were camping the other day.
Yep. No amount of muscle will do you any good if you don't stay on top of your fighting forms. It always feels good when I know I'm still sharp.
Sounds to me like you have too much pent-up energy.
Don't train so hard that you wind up hurting yourself, Law. I promise you, you're already perfectly strong as it is.
No, I'm not. You never know what we'll run into out there. You can never go into a fight too prepared. And that's the truth. Besides, I won't rest until I know that I'm stronger than you, Alphin.
Oh, I see how it is. Well, I don't plan on letting you beat me. Maybe I'll add some weights to my sword and practice swinging it.
That's
That should help out.
Oh, Jesus.
Elfin, are you crazy?
You're right. This does make for decent training.
Jesus.
Now you get it.
Since we've already come this far, what do you say we have a little one-on-one with our rocks strapped on?
Oh,
Hell
Jesus.
yeah, I'm down for that. Just give me a second, I'll be all ready to roll. Okay, I'm all set. Let's do this. Take this.
I'm just getting started.
Our camp is completely wrecked!
Go. You two are cleaning it up.
Yes, Shion.
You know, I mean... Yep. Let's do... this.
All done. Come and eat.
What? That's rude.
Make sure to get some good
I
rest.
probably just haven't progressed far enough, or what have you.
Maybe.
Well, off we go.
I don't know, I only latched onto the fact that you can't do it more than once every hour.
Yeah, it's based off story progress as well, you said previously.
Well, at least one of us paid attention to what I said. Because it wasn't me.
Where did I go to check this?
I don't know what you're trying to do. Also, you
Um,
should save, but like, yeah.
trying to look at what my quests are and their rewards. There we are. Yeah, 265 SP. So, want to save that for a moment.
Save, save, save. Brilliant. Alright. Don't want to have to go through all those fucking cutscenes again.
That's fair.
Do you sense one of your friends, Hoodle?
You're going back?
Yes.
Do you sense one of your friends, Hoodle?
Oh. Ow. Ow. Oh. Ow.
Ho, 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 ho. Ho, ho, ho.
What did that say?
Red tropical
Look,
corsage.
Hoodle? One of your buddies.
Uh-huh. Oh god.
Would you like me to run that for a little bit?
No, no. If anything, he should have wolf ears.
I'm gonna pass on that one.
So rude. Alright, then I guess another owl in this next area.
Yeah, I saw that. I'm like, oh yeah,
I think Hoodle senses something.
I'm like, I forgot about that.
Oh. You okay? You made a weird sound.
Sorry. I was just thinking how amazing this view is.
What's the matter? Haven't you ever seen mountains and
Oh
fields
god,
before?
no.
Actually, now that I think about it, it's not every day we get to enjoy views like this.
You too?
Yeah, Calaglia has rocky landscapes, but the terrain here is completely different. Like, you see that mountain over there? Doesn't it look like a big wave that somebody turned into stone?
Right? And those ones look like the horns or claws of some giant monster. I'm surprised they managed to stay up.
Yeah, just be thankful we don't have to pass under them.
Actually,
They won't come tumbling down that easily.
You sure about that?
Menancia harvests earth energy, which explains why the topography is so varied here. It's also why those rocks are bound to be sturdy.
So all that astral energy is also what makes this realm look so lush then. Does astral energy really have that much of an impact on the land?
Yeah. Is that why even that mountain looks the way that it does?
The stronger the energy is, the greater impact it has on lots of things. So yes, like a great big fire.
But these imbalances are too pronounced to be nature's work. It's not how Dana would otherwise naturally look.
If it's not natural, then you mean all of this is the Renans doing?
When you put it like that, even something as nice looking as this starts to feel wrong.
Okay, word of caution. If you see a, like on the top of a cliff, if you see 3 boars sleeping, do not approach. Don't do it. Like, I guess it's those, but don't do it.
Okay.
Unless you want to save and then you'll go attempt it. Actually, yeah, you know what? Do that. Save. Go attempt it. Have fun.
I'm apparently in a cutscene?
That's great.
I guess... Yeah!
Law.
Great.
Okay, battle chain bonuses. Cool. So after battles, you'll accumulate a bonus based on your combat points. Viewable at the bottom. As this total rises, you'll earn more experience and better item drop rates and encounter rare foes more often.
Okay, well after this,
Oh
save.
god.
I don't know if those are the boars then that are sleeping, but like either way, top of a cliff. When you see them, save. Go have fun. Go try it. I highly recommend it. Wait, what?
Hey, Grandia.
Hey, what? There's more?
I did not know there was an expansion to that. I wonder... I'll take a look at that. So, for the Grandia playthrough, I thought the story was really good. You know, I definitely enjoyed it. I think it was probably a little rushed near the end on a couple of things, but overall I really enjoyed it.
Okay, so Grandia Digital Museum is a spin-off title produced for the Sega Saturn.
Oh, okay. So I had to do that probably through my emulation setup.
It's only in Japanese, so study up.
Oh god.
I wonder if I can find a translation.
Yeah, I wonder if there's an English patch.
Did it.
I think there might be a chance there's a translation. I don't know about a patch or anything like that, but I'll look into it more when I'm not busy.
Yeah, if there's a English patch or English translation, I would be interested in doing that then.
Okay.
Pack 20... 20... You said wind was effective here, right?
I want to say wind is effective, but let me double check on the whole elements thing because it's been a second.
Yeah, I'll do the boost gauge for now.
Okay.
Yeah, I've got... I'll have to see if I have it. So,
Looks like it could be worth something.
I went and... I have like a giant emulation box set up. So, I probably have the file. Or if not, I can pretty easily achieve it.
The answer is yes, wind is effective against earth enemies.
I did not do it through MAME. I'm doing A lot of them, I guess, I'm now doing because of RetroArch. Oh, I'm dead.
Oh my god.
Shion, yep, thank you.
You were so goddamn lucky.
Yeah, 6 health. So most of it I do through RetroArch now just because it's easier. But I was originally doing it... I was originally going to do the setup with the individual emulators for all of the things individually. But I use like Launchbox for having like all the box art and everything hosted up because of convenient things like Emu movies. So I've got like full English sets of pretty much everything I mean everything before Wii for like consoles. I didn't do like the DOS stuff. There's actually a ROM setup via like there's a ROM subreddit, and they have a lot of the stuff up on like Internet Archive. So that's most of where I do things now. Before that, I found some complete ROM sets that I figure I would use for all the things that I, of course, already own and nothing else. For obligation's sake. But I own a lot of these older games as is because my uncle collected them, and then when he ended up moving to another state, me and my brother inherited a lot of it. He's also the reason why I'm actually really into video games. Oh, I'm gonna lose that. Oh, barely didn't lose it. But yeah, my uncle's the big reason why I'm into like all of the video games I'm into now. My mom and dad definitely got it started. I remember like playing through like Golden Axe to Shining Force, Shining in the Darkness, Link to the Past, Super Metroid, stuff like that. You know. And then my uncle just had like different games he would let me and my brother borrow on occasion. Definitely thankful for being able to do all of the games that I have had the opportunity to see and get exposed to. It's also a big part of why games like Grandia appeal to me.
I need to be stronger.
Hey. Come on.
I owe my video game addiction to one of my friends in 8th grade who gifted me her PS2 and Kingdom Hearts 1 and 2.
Yeah, I could see that.
Although granted, I was a huge fan of, before I got that, Game Boy Advance SP, but consoles are always better.
Me and my brother spent a lot of time for a little bit with Game Boy Advance SP and Nintendo DS things. I remember playing Shining Soul 1 and 2.
I was gifted a DS, and the only game I played on it was Platinum. Pokemon Platinum. Not gonna lie, kinda miss it.
I'm gonna save because I think this might...
Yes. You're gonna have fun.
Yeah, I'm gonna go kill some of these other things first real quick, just to capitalize on this chain gauge I've got going on.
Okay. Okay.
Especially based on the way you're responding, it makes me nervous.
You'll be fine.
Oh, that one turned to fight me. That's unfortunate.
Well, not everything is just gonna let you kill it, Tyler.
I don't have any idea why they wouldn't.
If they don't just lay down to let me kill them, they're not gonna lay down and let you kill them.
Well, that's unfortunate.
Oh, nice.
I didn't really know that there was something that did what Mortal Kombat kind of did before it. So that's kind of cool to know.
I'm not surprised. Mortal Kombat's just the most widely known thing. You know, after you're done with your chain, before you go fight those sleeping boars, you might want to save again since you gained experience.
Yeah, I mean, that's true. Yeah, we didn't get a lot of PS1 exposure. We were definitely more... Sega Genesis was probably first exposure with stuff. Then NES, Super NES were also things that we had. At least at various points and everything. And then
Go ahead.
got the N64 we got because my uncle actually bought that for me and my brother. I think it was like a combined birthday gift for us, and we got that with Donkey Kong 64.
Oh my god.
Then, let's see. After that, we got probably PS2. So we kind of skipped over PS1 for most of our stuff.
No, I don't really remember what we had. I know like we had a 64 in my household. I know we had a different console, but I don't know what it was because my brother played GTA.
Which one was it that did Rise from Your Grave? Was it Altered Beast? No.
That was a nice move.
Maybe it was? No, Altered Beast I think was Genesis.
Grab here, thrust the left leg, then use the right arm to leverage over.
Stop memorizing my move!
Definitely sounds familiar. Okay. Cool. Yeah, I remember giving it a go at one point, but it was at a point where I didn't do as much game troubleshooting as I do nowadays, as far as tolerances with stuff goes. And couldn't quite figure out what the game wanted from me at the time. Did you ever have any experiences with the Porky Pig Super NES game? Because that thing was an absolute nightmare.
Yeah, that's more where that came from.
I also remember spending a lot of time doing the Batman and Robin Sega Genesis game. Remember that. Also the Sega Genesis Mickey Mouse game was also something that I've got some decent memories on. Oh, see, I think Tiny Toon Adventures was also on the Super NES, right? Was it Super NES or NES? Because I think it was on something else as well. And I remember playing it on there, and yeah, that was that was a thing. Okay, SNES it was. Yeah, I remember a little bit of that.
You need me? I'm there.
Yep, do remember just a little bit of that. Okay. So we're gonna go gather up all the stuff on this side of the river. Yeah, the Genesis had some pretty cool stuff that it did. I've enjoyed looking at some of the conversations around like emulation and CRTs. And like looking at like the Sonic example from there.
What's this thing?
Although, admittedly, I was never someone that could really do well at Sonic. Just wasn't something I excelled at. Actually, really for the most part, most of my video game experience, I've not been the best at video games. It wasn't really until like PS2 era and really into the 360 that I actually became decent enough to hold my own progression wise and get through segments that are tougher. I don't really know why it took that long to really reach that skill point, but it did. For better or for worse.
Before you go fight those boars that are sleeping, I'd recommend going to go recover at the camp.
Oh yeah, 100%. 100%.
And make sure you save afterwards.
Zoogles aside, the ground here is pretty nice and comfy to sit on.
You can tell even without a sense of pain?
Thankfully, yeah.
What would you do if you couldn't even feel that much?
You mean if I had to only rely on sight and sound? And couldn't even taste or smell anything? I don't even want to think about it.
I guess it'd be like looking at a picture in a way, if that makes sense.
A world I couldn't touch. I wonder if that's what it's like for Shion.
Don't need to cook. No talking can be done.
Rude. You're gonna do fine.
I think we've rested long enough.
I never played Battletoads. Battletoads had some good music, I'm pretty sure though. I've not played Shinobi, but I did play a fair bit of Contra. Granted, I never managed to get through Contra without the 30 life cheat code. But my brother and one of my childhood friends managed to do that.
I wonder if this is actually the one that it was talking about. I hope it is.
I don't know. I mean, nothing. Okay. I'm like, well, nothing really seems out of the usual.
You're welcome. By the way, it's a fire dragon.
I mean, wonderful, really. Yeah, so.
Cut them apart to your heart's content.
Well, considering he one-shots me.
He's level 26.
Okay.
Just so you know. I didn't quite actually think you had stood a chance, but I wanted to give you the option of trying.
Yeah, definitely not something I actually stand a chance on winning right now. Still a bit beyond my abilities.
Probably. I was just... There you go, happy Christmas.
He's not too far beyond me, but he is definitely a little bit beyond me.
Well, apparently, apparently defeating this dragon is part of a subquest anyway.
Yeah. Oh, that's unfortunate. Well, you're either going to escape or you're going to get smoked.
I'd recommend loading up your save file.
I'm just going to go back in camp.
Or that too.
Since I survived, ultimately. Yeah, the brain boss was a thing. I think probably my most memorable stage from Contra, probably the waterfall level on that boss. Actually, I got... So,
You do any training, man?
me and my girlfriend were at a disc replay,
Talent for you, huh?
It might just be because of
and something that they had there
If you want to train, I'll join you.
Really?
is actually this. I can't show it the best on stream because it's still in the packaging, but it's the Contra waterfall boss. So, I saw that and I'm like, I really had to get it.
Yeah, the glare from Tales of Arise is horrendous.
Yeah, it really was, but I had to show it.
I'll see you again tomorrow.
Yeah, that waterfall level was always really tough. But
Well, off we go.
yeah, I saw that and I'm just like, my poor nostalgic little heart was just like, I need this.
Was it really a poor thing, though?
My nostalgia was telling me yes, it was.
I was meaning more like it seemed like a good thing rather than a poor thing, but like, you know.
I mean, fair. I need to get better about dodging these boars.
Again, Piccolo's advice is to dodge. Speaking of collectibles, did I tell you I actually managed to get a Vincent Valentine PVZ statue thing?
I don't think so.
Yeah, it was only like 20 bucks at our local gay resale shop.
That's cool.
And I can change out his hand, so he can either have it, so he can hold his gun or not.
Yes, we don't know our own strength.
You could say that again.
Okay. Oh. Oh, I can't jump down here.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, that... If I had to pick my top games from my childhood, Contra, Golden Axe 2, The Guardian Legend, and I don't think this is for a quest, so I'll go ahead and do this. Glad you won't be jumping off bridges anymore, kid.
Jesus.
I probably did enjoy Secret of Mana, even though I never really made it very far into it. Ogre Battle 64, even though I do think there were some major design flaws of the game. Can't check the map in here. Ah, Double Dragon. Double Dragon is a game that I played a little bit. I don't remember...
Village over there.
The people working in it.
Which... I don't know which version of it I played though.
Thinking these people seem to have it pretty easy.
What the hell is going on here?
I've never even heard of Double Dragon, so
let's see. I think when me and my brother played, I think it was the helicopter level
Maybe
or the helicopter fight where we most often died. Yeah, I know. Like, I know there was a couple of Double Dragons, and I think that was like Double Dragon like 2 or 3. I think. I'll come back for you later. So I thought it was a difficult game. Because, like, me and my brother could only make it 2 or, like, maybe 3 levels in. Before, like, we just kept getting chucked out the helicopter door. It was, really an unkind game. Really, truly unkind. Okay, so there's a waterfall there.
the one
That's
that you
something.
went by didn't do anything with, yes.
Yeah. Let's save here. Because this should take me into the village.
Mm-hmm.
And then I'm hoping... I hope I get the next character in this zone. I don't know that I do.
I'll read ahead, I can tell you.
Okay. Nothing there. I just need to know how careful I need to be with the quests right now. Back to the highway. Yeah, that was definitely an intro.
Huh? I think someone's calling out for us.
Oh, man, no, I don't think this is gonna be the character I want. Damn it. I can tell by the palace, I've got an idea. It's gonna be the staff guy.
Is it?
It almost certainly is going to be. It almost certainly is going to be the staff guy from the intro. If it's not, I'm going to be really surprised.
Hell yeah.
I want the shield girl.
You will get your shield girl.
Well, yes, but she's probably going to be my next, like, my other primary party member.
You will live.
Yeah. This is a weird juxtaposition right now. But yeah, when I see this palace, like, I'm pretty certain.
Fuck yeah.
Look, Renan soldiers.
Do the Renans control this city? I've never seen so many of them in one place before.
No. Look at the cores on them. These people are all Danans. They're slaves.
What?
If they are, they're awfully well dressed.
And they're smiling too. Something weird's going on here.
Just a bit.
Forgive the intrusion, but if I'm not mistaken, you're newcomers to Elda Menencia, yes? Please, you have no reason to be alarmed. My name is Drashin. I work at the Department for Welfare.
Department for Welfare?
We work to support the day-to-day living of all citizens. Welcoming newcomers to the realm is a part of our job, albeit one we rarely have the pleasure to perform.
Let me guess. We get a free pair of shackles as a welcome gift.
Perish the thought. Your trepidation is perfectly understandable, but I assure you, our way is quite different.
No worries, Granda. You take care.
Past, this realm was no different from
Night.
any other, and run by a rather merciless ruler. But all of that changed once His Excellency, Lord Dohalim, assumed power 7 years ago.
Dohalim.
Under him, for the first time in our lives, we Danans were treated with the respect we deserve. Lord Dohalim is adored by Danans throughout the realm, and we serve him with gladness.
Am I hearing you right? The Danans here willingly serve a Renin lord?
Please, see
And
for
another
yourself.
Renin will join our party.
You're free to go anywhere you like.
That's actually my suspicion now.
If you should need anything.
What is it? Spit it out.
It's just, we came here to free everyone.
Uh-huh.
But the Danans of this realm are all happy to serve Dohalim. Are there any walls that even need tearing down?
Who cares? That just makes our path to Dohalim that much clearer.
I guess, but...
Still, Troshin said we should check things out for ourselves. Maybe we should look around a bit, see what we learn.
Do you want minor spoilers about when we get Shield Girl?
I'm assuming not here.
I've never seen a city so
Do you want
lively before.
minor spoilers or not?
Sure.
She's actually the guard to Lord Deva. I don't know how to pronounce it.
Okay.
So I think we get them at the same time.
That might legit be a thing. Okay.
Congratulations.
Everyone walking the streets looks so calm and happy. I guess it really is true they don't treat Danans as slaves here.
Did they actually somehow achieve equality here? And if they did, why? To what end?
Something here doesn't feel right.
I'm
Even
with
though
Law.
They sure want to act like it does.
I'm with
What
Law.
is going through that Lord Dohalim's mind, I wonder?
Yeah, there's a few things that are amiss. Okay. All right.
Mind if we take like a 5-minute break soon?
Yeah, we can do that.
Cute. Well, maybe slightly leaning towards 10 minutes. I think I'm gonna heat up some udon.
Okay.
And I definitely don't want to miss any story in this area.
Do you want to break now, or do you want to wait a little bit longer?
Can we break now? Or is that okay?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'll use this as a chance to get up, stretch a little bit, grab some more water,
Okay.
probably finish off the rest of my pizza.
I will try to be quick with my udon cooking.
Oh, you're fine. We'll BRB, guys.
But yeah, no, I'm actually really fucking excited for our next party members.
Okay. We are back, I believe.
Nah, I'm forward.
Fair enough.
But yeah, no, this entire town is just creepy.
I guess.
Sure.
Okay.
This entire town just creeps me out. What about you, Tyler?
I'm mildly concerned.
I'm also kind of concerned as to how we're gonna kill the Lord, but also he joins our party?
Well, yeah. I think that's going to be a point of contention between Shion and potentially Alphen.
Because, like, I don't think the game is gonna pull another, like, oh, actually, this is just my body double thing again. Right? Surely it wouldn't do that again.
I'm intrigued.
But apparently there's an owl nearby, so... No, you went away from the owl. No. I like playing the hot and cold game.
Found it.
Oh, you never did try on the devil wings. Oh, those are cute.
They are a lovely shade of purple.
Maybe something's going on in the forest. I think there's someone in trouble here.
Well, let's see what they have to say.
We'll come back.
Side quest later. Because if we do get our final two party members here, then you can do all the side questing again.
Yep. Where is... There it is. So, I mean... There's a lot of things that could be going on.
Somebody's asking for help.
Hopefully it's nothing that'll be too hard to deal with.
But anyway, what are your theories so far?
So, it could be that Doling either has, like, no aspirations to, like, becoming Crown. Could be that this is all a giant illusion, perhaps. To an extent. Or it could even just be that this is the best way to harvest Earth energy, is through happy people working.
I like your first and the third theory. Not so fond of the second theory, only because I don't know if we've established at all that illusory arts are a thing
Yeah.
in this game.
Yeah, That's the thing with it.
It would be an incredible amount of effort just to fool us.
Let's check out more of the city. There's probably places we haven't seen yet.
It would be a very large effort to fool us. Okay, so there's 15 slots. And that's kind of the problem here, right? Is that if this was all just to fool us,
I guess we can take this?
Well, I mean, okay. All I have to go on is basing on other fucking Tales games. And like Berseria, like with that one area, like that was a pretty big major thing, and we were both like, yeah, no, there's something going on with the entire thing. But that one was also targeted. I don't know. For an illusion, it would either have to be constantly put up or be targeting us, but I don't see why they would target us. Necessarily, maybe? I don't know. They'd have to have, like, word that we were actually coming.
yeah.
I don't know.
Which, to be fair, the Light Lord did know. But if everything is to be believed, this has been going on for 7 years.
So's mine. I'm gonna help him when I grow up.
Looks like Danins are working in the quarry.
Let's go check it out.
But then again, when in Berseria, that was, in theory, nothing wrong ever happened. I'm trying not to say anything because spoilers. But like, you know what I'm talking about, though.
Do any of you know anything about Lord
Right.
Dohalim?
Sorry, what was that?
I remember hearing something.
Never
back in
mind, then.
Sisla
I'm sorry, I'm sorry.
fights using a rod.
A rod.
The Dohalim is a staff guy.
But from what I gather, he swings a long rod around and uses it to stab and smack people from afar. I think there's also something he does with, like, trees or grass or something? I forget.
Grass?
Bear in mind that Elda Menancia harvests Earth astral energy. It would be no surprise for him to have some sort of control over plants.
So basically the point is we know nothing about the guy. Wish we weren't going in completely blind.
Yeah, there's a lot of things we are not very sure of right now.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, you're right. You're right, soldier. That is no way to go.
I mean, it is a way to go, it's just not a preferable way to go.
Stay sharp. We're going in.
I'm sorry. I'm not feeling well today. Could I please take the day off?
Oh, that's terrible. Rest up and try not to strain yourself. I'll let the others know.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
Where are you at?
I'm in the quarry.
Oh. Huh. You're a bit ahead of where the guy tells you to be, so that's fine.
Okay. Well, that's interesting.
Everybody seems so happy working here.
And it seems like the soldiers are there to actually protect them rather than keep an eye on them.
I don't get it. How can it be like this?
This is a great question at the moment. Not trusting any of this. It's a bit strange.
I mean, there is a boss fight in this end thing, so.
Well, hello, madam.
You're Alphen of Orbis Calaglia? I'm Captain Kisara of the Elda Menancia Guard.
Hey, gorgeous.
Just Kisara? No last name would make you a Danin.
So it does. Is that a problem?
The guard. Wait, So you're saying the Lord of Elda Menancia has Danans protecting him?
In this country, Danon guardsmen aren't unusual. Everyone who enlists does so of their own free will.
She sounds like she's serious, Alphen.
Hello, gorgeous shield
Makes
maiden.
no sense.
When are you gonna join our
Don't
party?
your people remember 7 years ago?
Wouldn't you be grateful if you were finally allowed to live as a free person? And for my part, there is no greater honor than being chosen to serve His Excellency, Lord Dohalim. I feel no shame. But all of that aside, I came seeking you, Alphen, at Lord Dohalim's behest. He
All right,
wishes
so-
an audience with you.
Alright.
With us?
Indeed. He awaits you at Autolina Palace. That is, if you choose to accept. I am here only as a messenger, not a kidnapper. Your reply?
Of course we're gonna fucking go, right?
All right. We'll meet your lord.
Very well. I shall return and deliver your acceptance. Please don't keep him waiting too long.
Okay.
Before you go, what lies beyond this point?
A quarry manned by Danon laborers.
Nothing else?
There's a Danon medical facility for the severely ill at the back. However, for sanitation reasons, it's kept off limits, even to guardsmen.
That was odd. Why do you think this Dohalim would want to see us?
It's probably a trap.
Still, they already know we're here. Not like we can start being stealthy now. We might as well listen to what he has to say.
Hey, are you sure about going? What if it's a trap?
That's no reason to back out now.
Law's right. I get your concern, but we should buckle down.
Let's do it. Let's go.
Right?
That Kisara woman. She sounded pretty smug about serving Dohalim, didn't she?
She still has a Renin for a boss. How is that any different from being a slave?
Renan society is a meritocracy. To us, it's seen as natural that those who sit at the top rule over the rest.
Well, I mean, if
It's
she
the
did it of
same
her own
old
free
law as
will,
the rest of
what's
Dana at the end of
different
the
than
day,
being a slave?
just with a different coat of paint.
Not quite the
Change
same.
people's attitudes if they can at least serve someone they respect.
But they're still being deceived. It's obvious that's what's happening.
But we don't know that.
On the one hand, her loyalty really did seem to be genuine. But on the other hand, Calaglia had its fair share of Danans who just accepted Renin rule because it was all they'd ever known. With that in mind, it can be hard to tell if her loyalty truly came about on its own, or if it's just the result of years of subjugation.
Who knows?
Or just
it might
don't
clear some
judge
things up
yet?
if we hear what Dohalim has to say.
Yeah, you're right. Let's make our way to the palace.
Or just fucking keep your mind open.
Yeah. Because
Like I get like your past histories and all that jazz, but like don't push your past histories onto everyone else.
Whew. I don't sense any more enemies.
I just
I'd
don't
recommend
get
saving
it.
before entering the palace,
The
though.
Danans
Oh, yeah.
endured years of suffering. How could they just turn around and trust the Renans all of a sudden?
Yeah, I've been wondering the same thing. But I guess they must have a pretty good reason, right?
Like what? What could erase 300 years of pain and suffering?
Maybe it's precisely because they suffered for so long that they see Dohalim as something of a savior.
Hey, whose side are you on here, Alphen?
Relax, Rinwell. All I'm saying is that we shouldn't jump to assumptions about these people until we know more about the situation.
Right?
I just don't get it.
Oh my god. I love you, Shorty, but please stop being a judgmental little bitch.
yeah, Rinwell is super ultra, against Renin in general.
Structure at the center is the palace.
And like, that's valid. That's absolutely valid.
It's not a question.
But it's unfair of her to say that it's the same for everyone.
Don't disagree.
No danger. We're going inside regardless.
Damn straight we're going inside. We have a lord to potentially kill.
Hey!
Well, I guess you probably just missed out on some optional bosses, but that's fine.
They got here?
In the quarry?
There's no way this isn't a trap.
Quarry and forest.
I should be able to go back to them.
Well, it's gonna be a bit difficult. Because Kisara and this guy were your bosses.
My lord.
Oh.
Thank you, Kisara. You're the wielder of the blazing sword, the liberator of Calaglia. You do dress humbly for someone of such grandeur.
Then again,
But where are
maybe
my
it'll be different. I
manners?
don't know.
I am the ruler of Elda Menencia. I'm Lord Dohilim Ilkaris.
If you know who we are, then you know how strange it is to invite us into your palace.
I thought I'd clear up your misconceptions before things could escalate. What do you say? You did come here to defeat me, did you not?
Perhaps.
I mean,
What
yes.
if we did? Are you planning to fight us here?
I don't think that will be necessary. After all, I imagine you've taken in a fair amount of his scent by this point. Have you come across even one slave being abused? Soldiers killing for sport? Suffering of any form? I would hazard that you have not. For I have liberated Menencia from its suffering and brought joy to its people. But if these results are not enough to stay your sword,
Damn, he's good.
Yeah.
I commend you for your boldness, but it won't work on me. Still, your would-be assassination cannot go unpunished.
Alphen!
Fair enough. Allow me to host you for dinner. We shall continue then. Kelzelik,
Yes, my lord.
please escort our guests if you would be so kind.
As you wish, sire.
I don't know if it's Discord or whatnot, but the audio and video were very off sync there.
Probably
Forget
Discord.
Being so careless.
What I get? What were you thinking attacking him on your own?
What are you upset about? Our whole goal is supposed to be overthrowing the lords. Remember?
You could have been hurt.
And it wouldn't have been the first time either. What's gotten into you?
Because Alphen doesn't know we should overthrow this guy.
Hey, you do know that Alphen is really just worried about you, right?
He's worried?
I mean, that's what it looked like to me. But maybe not.
Or like, it could be like, Alphen's like, hey, I'm trying to be your friend and whatnot. And like potential love interest and all that jazz.
Okay, what does she need for here? Okay, so that's why that got a cutscene. Cooked meals, accessories forged. Okay.
But I don't know. I don't know. You may have missed out on some bosses, you may have not. Who the fuck knows now?
Well, I probably have, but that's okay.
It pains me to see that Renan cuisine isn't to your liking. I asked my chefs to prepare only the finest delicacies available. 2 wasted opportunities.
I kind of feel bad for this guy currently.
Why did you set the Danans here free when you took over?
But you are mistaken. You see, I may rule single-handedly, but on my own, even I cannot change the order of things. But what is within my power is the welfare of the people, the fostering of a mutual respect among the classes. This I can change.
Sounds a lot like the Danans are still oppressed, if you ask me.
Oh, Jesus
Only in
Christ.
the sense they continue to serve as laborers, yes. However, I assure you they are fairly compensated for their efforts. This harmony we strive for is the current pinnacle of Renan-Danan coexistence.
Harmony and coexistence between the Renans and the the Danins.
What about the crown contest? This doesn't exactly make you a shoo-in.
And yet, the Danins here are even more productive than when they used to face daily lashings. In any case, the crown contest is of little importance to me, and even
Okay, you
less
got that
to
one right.
Elder Menencia. You see, I have no interest in becoming sovereign.
You got that right.
So that's the that's one of the cruxes of this situation, I think.
So he plays violin too?
Appears to be.
Stop this! Please! It's over! Stop!
How could you? I swear, I'll never forgive you for this!
But it wasn't his fault there.
Right? He was defending himself.
And it looks like he killed a fellow Renin.
It is not by choice that one assumes the throne of a realm. But sovereign is a different matter entirely. I have no interest in playing their game.
Are you
I'm beginning to trust this guy more and more.
Contest?
I guess if you don't plan to ascend the throne, there's not much reason to harvest energy from Danins, is there?
Let the ambitious fight it out amongst themselves. All I care for is maintaining peace throughout my realm.
So what? Your personal desires are all that matter to you?
Take a look in the mirror. I may not play their games, but you have outright betrayed your own. You've torn down 2 of my fellow lords. What precisely is your aim?
I mean, it's a fair question at this point.
I care not for your reasons. Suffice it to say, I will not impede you. That said, should you threaten the peace of my realm, I will respond. I suggest you conclude your business and leave Menencia at your earliest convenience. Kelzelik. Our guests depart. Please see to their lodgings for the night.
Okay, I don't mind this character so far.
I shall arrange for rooms for you all at a local inn. It is a short ways down the road. You may stay there for the night, after which I suggest you promptly make your departure.
I just thought the woman in the flashback was Kasara, though.
Look at how ritzy this place is. How many rooms do you think it's got?
Don't you think you're being a little too relaxed? They could strike at any moment.
I mean, I could be wrong, but like...
They would have done it already.
So
It's definitely interesting.
Galaglia now, huh? Come to think of it, I remember Ganabelt calling you that too.
Yeah, you're getting to be pretty famous among the lords.
Well, I killed all of them.
Yeah.
Like, you know.
And that's not a good thing either.
Nope.
What do you mean? That's something you should be proud of, if anything, Alphen. They're scared of you, man. You're a real badass.
It's not as simple as that, Law. The more well-known he is, the more people might come after him.
No, that's not what I'm worried about.
It isn't?
When people call me that, it feels like there's something hanging over me that shouldn't be there. It's hard to put into words, but it's something that doesn't feel like a part of me. Something I can't let be a part of me. Or else.
Well, I still think it's pretty amazing, but that's just me.
Okay, I'd recommend, like... Yeah, like, exploring around. Because I think if you do, there's a boss fight here.
Is
Ooh, I
it?
love that artwork.
Is it one of the two?
No. But, like, that artwork, though.
That is really good artwork.
Actually, can you go back to that pause screen, actually? I don't know, I'm trying to figure out if that woman in the flashback was Kasara or not, but I can't... I don't know. I just thought they had similar hair color.
I mean, similar hair color would be accurate.
I won't think about it too much.
I'm kind of sad I did miss out on the 2 possible fights with them. But
Yeah, if you had gone into the forest, you would have battled Kasara, and if you had gone deeper into the quarry, you would have fought Lord... I don't want to mispronounce his name.
I think it's Dolim.
Dolim?
Yeah, pretty close to that. See, I wonder if I ought to just load back that save and I could go do that.
That's entirely on you. Doesn't really bother me one way or the other.
Well, tell you what, let's give that a go, huh?
Okay. I think I kept those tabs open. Well, maybe.
I should still be okay. I'm gonna go back to the forest first.
Well, okay, so I think at the palace there's supposed to be a cat that draws you to the woodland. I think. That's what this is telling me.
Should we really take this?
Take what you can, give nothing back. See if I can get like a more precise location. Or not.
I wonder if it's... Okay. Well, I don't want to be doing this right now. So that's not what that is. Are we sure this is not after we meet with them?
That's what this is. It lists the forest first, and then the quarry, and then it lists the palace for the second time.
What does it say about the palace the first time?
Going in and finding some chests.
Well, I couldn't enter the palace until when I met with the Lord. So before I met with the Lord, I could not go in the palace. It was shut up tight.
Then maybe it is after. Maybe I was wrong. I'm sorry.
Well, we'll hang on for a second. If it doesn't appear to do that after the fact, we'll go from there.
Okay.
And then we'll know where to hit up and escalate that process.
Yeah. But anyway, explore the palace.
Sure, let me see if I can go into the treasury. Okay. You know, really not surprised by that. All things considered.
I mean, because the boss fights happening after do make a lot more sense than them happening before. I was confused, and I'm like, all right, cool.
Yeah, it would make sense for it to be after, because they've already, we've already buffed them, and they've, rebuked us, you know, all of that fun stuff that, you know, gets involved when you decide to spurn the lords. Because, see, that's Castle Library there.
Well, either way, once you leave the palace, if there's a black cat after you're done exploring, if there's a black cat, there you go. Follow the black cat. You know?
Right.
Of which, let's see what happens when you go into the forest. Is there only the one boss fight? But if you do go into the forest area, fire is going to be your best friend again.
So what is Mahag-Sar exactly?
One of the 5 realms of Dana. From the sound of it, Kelzelik had some dealings with them.
No, there are 2 boss fights in the forest area. Not just Shield. So there's one more besides Shield Maiden Gorgeousness.
Okay.
Oh, Jesus. People are already making Squid Game homebrew D&D shit.
Yeah, I'm not surprised by that. Okay, that's locked. Guard room's not locked. Okay, so I've already been here. I wonder who that would be.
I need something to eat.
I didn't read what that said. What did it say?
It was all about shields.
Okay. Interesting. I wonder if you actually have to eat once in a while in this game. Or is it just... Or... You didn't just, like, run out of a food thing, did you?
I think I did.
Okay.
Yeah, so I think that's what happens when your food expires.
Okay, that makes sense then.
I think Dolan is just like a legit nice guy. Maybe because of fucked up reasons potentially, but
Well, you know, accidental killing. Of what I presume is probably the last person to rule the land. But there has to be something shady, though. Maybe it's his butler. There's gotta be something shady. Maybe it's the butler. I vote the butler.
If there's something like actually shady going on here, it's in the quarry back where even the guard's not allowed to be.
Ironically, that's where you're going to be fighting Deebadibidi. Is somewhere in the quarry.
Yeah, which is why I say, like, if there is something like legit shady there, it'll be that. And like, I expect there to be something that maybe, like, maybe Dolan is not happy with happening. Maybe a failing on his part, because it's like, even for like sick Danins go back there. So maybe there's some kind of illness. Okay. Well, I gotta have a heavy treat, which is interesting. Not gonna use that for
So, actually, here's a question. What the fuck ever happened to the, like, core anyway? Did we keep that somehow, or
I believe I acquired it, yes.
I'm kind of trusting this guy more and more.
Do you sense one of your friends, Hoodle?
Allie!
There we are.
Maybe something's going on in the forest.
Well, that's 2 outfit pieces that we've unlocked in the forest. I want to go back and check something just real quick. I want to look at that bookshelf. Okay, yep.
Can't wait to gain our new two party members if we can put fashion items on them.
This, I do like that they
Whoa! What is this place? The shelves here are filled with books. Not just Renin books either. There are tons of Danon ones too.
Rinwell, I get that you're excited, but we've got more important things to worry about right now.
Yeah, you're right. Sorry.
Let her be a nerd.
Renin literature. It's nice that they don't spread this set out.
I mean, like they did a bit too much with Berseria.
Yeah, just a little bit.
Especially with Magilu, like, her just being there but, like, not in your party.
Right. That's funny. Okay. Somehow I get a feeling some people in our party would love to read those astral arts books.
Some party. Some party, mean our local resident book nerd.
Yes. They're books about the art of torture. Or are these black splotches on the cover? Well. Okay. Ooh, omelet recipe.
Fuck yeah.
That guy you may have killed is most likely tied to claiming the lordship of this area.
Well, that's what I said. Like, I think he may have accidentally killed, like, the former leader, because he said it wasn't like inherited.
So I think it probably is. So if I had to guess, probably like there comes a point where like a new lord is able to be chosen probably when the old one dies or whatever. And probably the way they pick it is by having a group of Renans fight over it. And the one boy refused to back down even though he was beat. And as a result, bit the dust.
Another one bites the dust.
So, that is my guess for what happened. And since he was forced into a situation where it was either do or die, you know,
There's to do.
yeah, you know, he's like, well, I'm not going to let myself get killed. But, you know, the others may not have seen it that way.
Try to remind me when we get off to talk to you about a news article that happened today in my local town of Funness at a high school.
Oh dear.
Do you really think we should trust accommodations from a Renan lord? How do we know it's safe?
Like we have any other choice. We can't go and set up camp outside of town at this hour.
Honestly, I'd still take that over staying here. What if they try to kill us in our sleep?
I doubt that's the case. His best chance to kill us would have been back at the palace.
Yup.
His true intentions aside, for now, at least we're in his good books.
Then we probably shouldn't test his patience. Let's find that inn and check in.
Interesting. All we ever got was a tattered blanket, a rock-hard bed, and well past its prime food.
What are you talking about?
What we got for our slave labor back in Calaglia. As you can tell, it wasn't much at all. Here, the Danans get the same basic amenities, but the quality is way better than anything we were given. Hell, apparently they even get time off to do what they want.
What?
If I'm being honest, I'm not sure how to take all this in.
Could it be that things were simply harsher in Calaglia compared to everywhere else?
It was the same in Cislodia, too. Our buildings and clothing were equipped to handle the cold, but that was the only difference. Working the floodlights was a form of punishment, so we didn't really get rewarded for anything that we did.
Yeah, you could be assigned to fix food or make daily necessities too, but when all was said and done, most of that stuff went to the Renans. There wasn't much in the way of compensation for any of that, so I'd say that Cislodia and Calaglia were both pretty awful.
Yeah.
Eldemenencia really is unusual.
To say the least. Hell, I might even go so far as to call it crazy. But the fact remains, Danans aren't free here.
Yeah, No matter how happy they look, they're still slaves.
I don't even know what to think right now. This is all way too much to deal with. It's giving me a headache.
I'll say I don't feel like this meets the threshold for slave.
No, like again, going back
So
to like
that was
know.
Lord Dohalim,
Okay.
huh? He sure is something. Definitely not like the other lords we've met up until now.
At first, he sounded like just some snobby royal, but he immediately shut down Shion's surprise attack. He's tougher than he looks.
Definitely. After all, he's a lord for a reason.
The food was pretty damn good, too.
Why are you two complimenting him? You just said it yourself, Alphen. He's a Renan lord.
Yeah, but he didn't act hostile towards us.
You're reading him wrong. He's acting indifferent. He's attempting to keep some distance between himself and everyone else. It's obvious.
What are we going to do then? Vicent seems to be legit peaceful. Are we just gonna do as he says and leave things be?
I'm not entirely sure. For now, I think it would be best for us to rest at the inn and think about our options.
I mean, yeah, this is the path to take at this point.
So even though the Danans are still technically slaves here, they aren't being oppressed. If Calaglia had been like this, would we have been content? Would there have been any reason to stand and fight?
Hello, person.
Person that didn't look like he was moving his feet as he walked.
Oh no, he was 100% just gliding and then, you know, then shook there for a moment after getting stuck on me. Yeah, no, 100%. 100,
Okay.
like, I questioned it for a moment at first too, when he walked away normally, but no. 100%. If you saw that too, we're on the same page.
Nothing like a polished game having glitches, eh?
Right?
Luckily, it's minor.
Yeah, like, that's just one of those things where it's just like, "Oh, you okay there, mister? You having a fit?"
It's the type of glitch you can't literally find unless you're... Like, it's such a rare find of that
Right.
type of glitch. Yep, they're just
I
a bit
have
expensive.
I have got so many peach gels here.
Yeah. I guess orange shells just are going to be that expensive, but I mean, at least you have plenty.
Yeah, thankfully right now I'm okay on
I'm
them.
sorry, hang on, did that say happy bottle?
Yeah, it boosts the chain meter.
Uh-huh.
Look,
Look, that wasn't a thing in any past Tales game that I've played, so I'm just like, okay, why is that important? But, you know, you do you. I love finding out when people are, like, appalled or just shocked by American culture.
Always love the sound of hammers banging away.
that does happen sometimes.
Like, one of them was like, why the fuck are there pharmaceutical ads everywhere? And then...
Welcome, fair travelers. Lord Dohalim's retainer told us to expect
Dohalim.
It is an honor for you to stay
Look
with
at-
us. Please, make yourselves comfortable.
This is bad.
That cat is a tail.
The room. It's nice.
Huh? Oh, yeah. It is pretty nice.
You okay, Law?
You good?
You're a million miles away.
Nah, it's weird. I felt strange ever since we arrived here. Can't seem to shake it. Maybe it's something about this place.
You're just tired. I'm feeling pretty sluggish myself.
You too?
Seriously, you two? A word to the wise, our work here is far from over. Get yourselves together.
Sorry, but I need to call it a day. Let's meet back here tomorrow morning. And see
No,
how things go.
there's a little bit of magic going on here.
Sure, but keep an eye out for anything strange, okay? We still don't know how safe this place really is.
I would say, no, that was a little bit of magic going on.
Are you two feeling any better?
Yeah, a good night's sleep seems to have done the trick.
I wonder why we felt so out of it. You think it might have been because of all the food we ate?
You don't think they slipped something into our food, do you? That must be it.
If they were making an attempt on our lives, we'd know it by now. Though, on the other hand, they could be warning us off.
Come to think of it, you didn't eat anything at the meal, Rinwell. Aren't you starving?
Oh, I made myself something later.
You missed out. That was some mighty fancy grub they served yesterday.
What? And give the enemy a chance to poison me too? Are you crazy?
What's the big deal? Shion ate it too, remember? And we both tried the same stuff.
Well, maybe they laced it with poison that's only harmful to Danins,
That's enough, Rinwell.
There's Black Cat.
Where'd it come from?
Follow that like you would a white
There's
white
something on
rabbit.
its collar.
Yeah.
On a sec.
I think it's trying to lead us somewhere.
I'm gonna follow it.
Hey! Where do you think you're going?
Following a black cat.
I mean, I think this is probably the sensible thing to do.
Yeah. Completely sensible. Let's follow a black cat. It's so cute though.
Stay close. We're gonna lose it.
No.
What's gotten into you, Law?
This might be the lead we've been waiting for.
Seriously?
Jesus Christ.
Yeah. Some people train animals to act as messengers. They don't attract attention, see?
And you think that someone might be using that cat? To reach out and send us a message or something?
I could be wrong, but it's possible.
I'm impressed. I would never have thought of that.
I should know. We used to use them in Cyslodia.
So my guess is it's actually Dohalim.
So adorable.
You say something?
So, that black cat, do you think it works for someone?
I'm sure it does. It wouldn't try to lead us around like that if somebody didn't train it to.
I wouldn't know. I've never had one myself. If I did, it'd probably try to eat poor Hoodle.
I wonder who they are, though. I doubt this is Dohalim's work.
Yeah, he has no reason to do this. Although we can't rule out that it might be one of his lackeys either.
You think one of his subordinates is up to something?
That Dohalim guy is a pretty unusual character for a Renin.
Could be the butler.
For a lord. It's hard for me to imagine that they all agree with what he's doing. Maybe one of them plucked up the courage to go rogue.
Well, let's head further in. I'd like to figure out at least one of the mysteries of this place.
I could see this being a way to test our character. That's at least a way I could see this going.
Mm-hmm.
You know, this being a way to see what our muster is as well.
Or if Dohalim can't outright, like, accept us, maybe it's a way of him pointing out, like, maybe where the issues are.
Where do you think it's trying to lead us?
Yeah, I think, like, obviously I'm sure this cat is leading us to these people for a reason.
Whoever came up with this is pretty damn clever.
I don't know, but you do have to fight Kasara in the forest, and I wonder why that is.
Well, if the goal is to test us, that would be a reason why. And arguably putting something in the food to make us tired would maybe be to make sure we don't try and make camp outside. Just a possibility.
We lost sight of the cat.
After the chase it's led us on, there's gotta be something up ahead.
Let's go farther in.
I get that underground forests aren't exactly something you see every day, I really could have done without any Zoogles running around.
You said it. I get the city up top surrounded by castle walls, but now I won't be able to sleep easy knowing they're lurking underneath.
You have nothing to fear. Zoogles work for the Renans. There might be strays out here, but the other Zoogles won't let them get close.
Using the Zoogles to keep watch over their own kind, huh? That would explain why we're not seeing any guards.
Yeah, which makes it that much easier for someone to hide around here too.
I think the Zoogles are supposed to be more of a threat.
Sorry, Shion. My foot slipped. Are you all right?
I should be asking you. What am I saying? Of course you're okay. It's easy to forget sometimes. If anybody else had been in your place, they'd be howling right about now.
Huh? Oh, right. You mean your thorns. Yeah, I'm, no worse for wear over here. Again, sorry for brushing you like that without warning.
Well, just be careful. Hey, Alphen?
Hmm?
Forget it. It's nothing.
Oh, come on!
Bother you.
Oh, okay.
Shion, come on.
What's with those two?
So
The tension is killing me. I love it.
So Shion obviously an Alphen, probably Rinwell, Law, and then Garden, Dohalim.
Doing shipping wars already?
Well, I mean, based on where we're going and, you know, some of the other conversational stuff, I would not be surprised. Oh man, these just look peachy. They have faces. You see that?
So they do.
They have a face on each side.
So they do.
That's...
Anyway, so what I was gonna say before about the whole, like, other people being struck at pharmaceuticals. Ads everywhere. They made a joke about an ad, like, oh, live a better life, while, and the voice goes into super speed. Risky coma, oily discharge, and death. Consult your doctor if you suffer from one of those side effects. Like, okay, I'm dead. Do I Ouija board the doctor or what?
I feel stronger. I mean, a bit.
Good. We're counting on you, Rinwell.
On me? Well, I'll do my best.
Good to know, Rinwell. Good to know.
Go no further.
Oh.
This should make for some good weapon crafting material.
I thought I saw something for a second.
The reason the trees around here are so big is because of astral energy, right?
It's possible, but give them enough time and trees can get pretty big on their own without any extra help.
I guess another thing that might shock non-Americans, putting cheese on everything. And then a person commented underneath, be like, I also put cheese on everything. Cheese is basically my religion.
Yeah, it's one of those things that I do like cheese.
I'm not trying to be dramatic with it.
But there is a thing as too much cheese.
Sure did.
In a physical health standpoint, yes.
No, even in a food dish standpoint, there is a limit.
I disagree.
So you're telling me you approve of those food monstrosities where they have like a bucket of cheese pouring out of the things?
I mean, I'm not gonna diss it. I would not personally eat it, but I'm not gonna diss it.
Okay, well I will do that.
I'm allowed to just be like, alright, I won't personally eat that, but like, that's fine. You do you. Cheese is cool.
I'm ready for the next battle.
Like, don't get me wrong, I do love me some cheese. But I'm also, like, a fan of, if I'm eating other things, I would like to have some semblance of taste with it.
I basically eat cheese for breakfast almost every morning. Because I just toast some toast and put a slice of cheese on it, and that's breakfast.
Oh, ow, please don't do that.
I need to be stronger.
Wow, 2,000 gold. I'll take that.
You good?
Well, there's two places I could go.
Oh, I don't like that.
Okay, this is probably the way I'm supposed to go, so I don't want to do that yet.
Guess I misread the landing.
Do you want some cursed knowledge?
I mean, sure.
Hundreds of three-eyed dinosaur shrimp emerge after Arizona monsoon.
Lovely.
They're not pretty looking.
We managed to pull through. Careful, we don't want to fall here.
Yeah, I doubt it. Anyone would hear if we even called for help.
I don't think people flattened into. This will be a delicious piece of cake.
Flying freak! Why can't they just sit still?
Sia, can you take care of them?
No sooner said than done.
I owe you one. Coming through! Ha! Now! Scarlet and
Well, did make the right call on coming here. Topaz
Right.
Cloak.
Well, then don't forget to save before you enter the next area, I guess.
Yeah, I'm gonna get a little closer first, but for sure.
Well, yes. But I mean, just in case it, like, immediately tosses you to boss fight.
A Black Cat Envoy. I think that might be a very apt description for what is going on here.
You know, minor things.
Okay. So, this way is the dead end.
Heads up, the boss you're heading towards, I don't know how soon, but towards, is weak to wind.
Good to know.
There should be a healing light before you reach it, though.
Yeah, I got an idea where that was based off the map.
So definitely make sure after you touch the healing light to save.
Guess we don't know our own strength.
You could say that again.
Okay.
No choice.
I just love like all of the noise of the fighting and the conversation going on therein.
Right.
Like it does a really good job about blending that all together, in my opinion. Ow. Oof, okay.
If you're ever in a pinch, just say the word.
Nicely done.
Gonna keep up this max train as long as I can.
You do you.
Your power
guess we can take this?
Okay. This way. Like, I've not been paying attention to, like, actually how much of a benefit it's giving me. But I imagine it's probably at least a little bit.
I don't know. I didn't ever care about chaining. I mean, clearly because I was a coward and ran away from any fight I could.
I mean, understandable.
Get toasty.
To be fair, did toast them.
Get toasty? Oh my god. I love it.
Also, apparently I've been burning through CP. But there's not that far to go, so...
I mean, there has been a lot of first aids.
Energy is surging around me.
How do you even know about all that astrally stuff?
Same way I know what you do in the middle of the night.
What? Are you serious?
Yep, probably want to do that. Okay. Yep, gonna go ahead and craft that. You know, I like for the most part that these do not overlap with other people. I think that is a nice touch.
I think after these 2 boss fights, though, I'm probably gonna sleep.
Yeah, I kind of figured. I know it's getting late. I don't actually need to enhance it further. Cool. I was hoping I would get that. So she needs to cook more meals. That sub-quest. NPCs. Novice solo training grounds, that's fine. Owls met. Items collected. Solo training grounds. Leg proficiency, meals cooked. Sub-quest. Sub-quest. That's all fine. That's all good.
I always love the sound of hammers.
Actually, I should... What do I want her to do? Actually, no. She needs that.
What was it?
Increased or able to move around while casting arts.
Oh, yeah. Any specific plans for this weekend?
I don't think so, really. Yourself?
Other than working on the dress, I guess it just depends on how often you want to stream.
We can do tomorrow if you're down for that.
Super cool for that. I will most likely have, if we hadn't started, if we do start before 2 p.m., I will have to take a leave because at 2 I have to go pick up Luce, and then we're gonna go grocery shopping.
We can probably do it after.
Okay.
Since this is obviously a game you have high interest in.
Very have high interest in.
So with that, I think we can probably plan on whenever you get back, we'll start then.
Sounds good. But if you wanted to, it gives you more time to grind if you really needed to.
It's crazy. I've never seen anything like these plants before. It's like they're an invasive
Guess it depends on
species.
how badly you get
Not
your
that I'm
ass kicked.
surprised. Calaglia's all dry and Cyslodia is...
Watch out! The hell? Is that a Zoogle? That thing is huge! Everyone, be careful!
Well, isn't that pretty?
Yep.
These dumb plants just keep to themselves.
Less whining and more fighting, thanks.
Yeah,
I need to actually check something. Rising Phoenix there, Rising Phoenix there. Okay. I need to see what my... which moves of these had that. Unfortunately, I don't have explosive yet.
The enemy is over there.
Ow, ow. Okay. Listen, this is not great.
Let's start by taking out the tentacles.
Well, I think you kind of missed there a little bit.
We've already made that joke of this playthrough before.
Well, it doesn't make it any less true. Yep.
You know, sometimes I'm jealous of the fact that you don't have to take chronic medicine every day.
I mean, technically I don't, but I should for some things. Like, my heartburn especially.
Look, personal choices aside from that, I mean actually being assigned medication to take on a daily basis.
I mean, that's fair.
Like, I'm kind of jealous. Because then you don't have that fun moment of like, did I take medicine today? Well, shit. Guess who didn't take medicine today? Me.
Never would have guessed.
Yeah.
That was a fight. I'm glad I had some good aerial arts now.
Well, I mean,
Everyone okay?
I'm starting to get that it's a trap feeling again, guys.
We'll just pray you're wrong. Hey, there's that cat.
kitty cat.
Looks like it's not done leading us yet.
I do think less trap, more test.
Uh-oh.
Check out these biceps.
Law?
Pretty glorious, right?
Oh, he just
Because these puppies have yet to let me.
and that's gonna be Quarry.
I hate camping out.
Law, are you okay?
I think he just got the sense of us being followed.
I guess recover at the bonfire and then go fight Gorgeous Shield Maiden.
Right? Because I assume that's where we're headed.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see if I can craft any new weapons with those beast tails. When did I get all of these materials to do this?
Mm.
That's where all my money's going.
I'm impressed how well balanced this thing is.
Okay, so let's see. I know I'm going to a boss fight.
Mm-hmm.
So,
Really be lighting a campfire in the middle of a forest?
You scared of starting a fire? As long as we put it out thoroughly afterwards, we'll be fine. Really, it's a good thing to have a fire here. It'll keep the Zoogles away.
Have you both forgotten what we've come out here to do?
I'll let them relax, Shion. It's good to unwind every now and again.
way different voice line than what was showing on screen.
Fine, I've already noticed that sometimes the mouth flaps don't exactly line up to the speaking. I'm still questioning how you could make a pie, but you know, whatever.
We're gonna go ahead and do this.
There's no way you can complain about how this tastes.
But I don't necessarily like most of his
Good night, everyone.
cooking skills because they reduce the duration.
Guessing
What?
you couldn't talk with anyone?
Nope.
Fucking rude.
Oh. Interesting. Oh. Huh.
What?
So the cooking thing wasn't for Shion preparing dishes, it was just cooking in general. Interesting. Oh. Oh shit. Yep, nope, this is I'm putting off literally everything else for this. CP restoration when full. So I will get cure points as long as I have a food effect going on. Yes please. I'm all about that.
Alright, guys. Ready to go?
Safe.
Like, yeah, that ability there? Uh-huh. Yes. Yes, please.
Somehow I doubt it'll be a wasted trip.
Really?
Again, Tyler.
You know, for a guard, you're not too good at tailing people. Not to brag, but this kind of thing is my specialty.
So it really
Hi,
is
Bob.
you.
When Law told us, I almost didn't believe it.
I'm just surprised you could do two things at once, Law.
What's that supposed to mean?
It looks like somebody needs to be put in their place.
So she mostly just defends, so it's just breaking through her defense is the most painful part.
Yeah, that makes sense.
I thought you wanted us to leave.
You'll never make me talk.
Not helpful. In fact, you're pretty damn stubborn, you know that? Now I'm in the groove.
Sorry, got a little distracted for a moment.
Look, just because she's gorgeous doesn't mean you should be distracted.
Not because of that. My mom gave me a call. I'll give her a call after we're done.
And just because she's gorgeous doesn't mean you should be distracted by her.
See, I still need to recover with Alphen. Oh, yeah, I would rather you not do terrible things to me. My brother might be into that kind of thing. I am not.
Similar jokes. I love it. I didn't know we have similar terrible humor.
Yep, stream. I could, Yep, thank you. Yeah, that was... Notice how she said you'll never make me talk? That seems an interesting choice of words.
She said that at the beginning of the battle too.
Yep, please don't. I don't want you to do that shield attack on me. Primarily because of exactly that reason.
I mean, you're slowly kicking her ass.
Yeah. She's a durable individual. Okay.
Lol.
Could you not be doing that, lady? Okay. Cool.
Brilliant.
What's your deal, huh? Did Dohalim put you up to this? You send us away and then come to finish us off? I don't buy it.
I wonder. We came here following a black cat. What reason could you have for tagging along? Certainly not as a spy.
You think she might have business with whoever called us out here?
And even if she did, I highly doubt she was trying to keep us from harm. Am I wrong? Just who was it that led us out here? Answer me.
Are you serious?
Hold your horses. I'm the one who summoned you all here.
Interesting.
Well, maybe not all. Nice of you to drop by, Kisara. It's been a while.
You two
What
know
the
each
fuck?
other?
Hello, brother.
What?
Okay. So I'm guessing he is probably leading a resistance.
So, you're the big heroes who liberated Calaglia and Cislodia, huh? It's an honor to meet you all.
We didn't do it
Sup?
all on our
He has a
own.
book on his back.
We had a lot of support from others along the way.
So, wait. Kisara's your sister?
Yep, that she is. The only family I have left. She was the dreamer of the two of us, full of hope for the future of this realm, for both Danans and Renans alike.
For siblings, you two don't exactly look like you're on the best of terms.
That's because Miguel here is a traitor. Isn't that right? We were in the guard together. That is, until he was caught plotting to assassinate His Excellency Lord Dohalim. He took
Ooh.
off after that.
Is that true?
You still believe that's what happened?
Oh.
I don't see why I shouldn't.
Even if the truth slapped you in the face, you'd reject it. Same as back then. Heck, even now I'm still working to serve Lord Dohalim.
Ooh.
More lies. You haven't changed.
Before Lord Dohalim came to power, this country was ruled by an oppressive regime. We lost both of our parents to it. Back in those days, there were countless Danan children who had been orphaned by the Renan's tyranny, just like us. So we formed our own families among ourselves and helped each other out, surviving as best we could. And then Lord Dohalim came along. He abolished the oppression that kept us down, and the Danans were treated like people again. Menancia was reborn under his watch, and orphan children became a thing of the past.
If so, then why did you betray him?
I'm not done talking. I'm sure you know the Renans are trying to harvest astral energy from us Danans.
Yes. Shion here told me that's how they decide their next sovereign.
That's right. There are 5 types of astral energy.
Well,
Water, fire, wind, and light. All of them are contained within every living being.
And that's the excuse they use to enslave us.
You ever wondered what happens to living beings and other matter when they lose all their astral energy?
They just die, or so I thought.
If only. See for yourselves.
What the... Is that metal?
Not metal, but to be honest, your guess is as good as mine. I believe it's... nothing. Matter with no physical form. Just a reminder of what was once there. They call it the hollowing.
The hollowing?
so that's what's happening back in the quarry.
The process itself is invisible to the naked eye, but it makes the impacted area reflective. Once it consumes my whole body, that's it for me. I'm dead.
What? That can't... Miguel, when were you going to...
A sinister plot is unfolding as we speak. One Lord Dohalim is likely none the wiser to. It was blind luck I even found out about it. I tried to warn the man for all the good it did. Take a look at this. It's called the Fruit of Helgen. When a Danon eats this fruit, their body enters a heightened state, one that causes them to emit more astral energy than usual.
Hold on. Could this be the reason Alphen and Law were feeling out of sorts last night after we ate with Dohalim?
Sounds like you've been introduced to these things before. None too surprising either. Most of the realm's food supply contains traces of the fruit.
If that's what we ate, does that mean we'll become hollowed like your hand?
You don't need to worry. You'd have to consume a large amount of the fruit regularly to exhibit any symptoms.
But if that's the case, then why aren't I showing any symptoms? Why would you be inflicted and not me?
If I had to guess, because the guards' meals are free of it. Otherwise, they'd risk Lord Dohalim noticing. I tried to warn him, but all it got me was locked up. They force-fed me the fruit the entire time I was in chains. It's a miracle I made it out. They eventually left me for dead, thinking I would succumb to my condition. But I survived and managed to escape.
So the assassination plot, just a cover-up?
What?
Eventually, I found others like me, and together we founded the Gold Dust Cats. Our mission is to uncover the truth and warn Lord Dohalim. As you can see, though, we haven't gotten very far in that regard.
That's where
But
we
I'm
come
hoping
in.
that's about to change. Now you're here.
Which is all thanks to your faithful feline servant.
It was a shot in the dark, but fortunately you recognized her for what she was, and Zare accomplished her mission with flying colors.
Oh.
So what's our plan of attack, boss?
One of the Lord's routine inspections of the city. It's the only time commoners can talk to him face to face. That's the idea, anyway. His security is bound to be on high alert, but with you lot along, it's the best chance we're going to get to approach him.
All right, we're in.
So why do we fight him?
How do you keep going with all you've been through? How have you not given up hope?
Hey, someone has to fight for the future of the Danons here.
The future?
Lord Dohalim may be a wonderful person, but in the end, he's still a lord like any other. And lords can be replaced. Once the current contest is over, the next lord of Elba Menancia will take over. Then it'll be back to square one for all of us. That's why it's imperative Lord Dohalim sees the light.
You really believe Dohalim is going to stick his neck out for a Danon like you?
Is it so impossible to imagine? Everything begins with a simple leap of faith.
I mean, he has a point.
Dohalim definitely is the person. Yes. So why do we fight Lord Dohalim?
I've got a couple of suspicions. We're trying to uncover the truth of the conspiracy plaguing Menacia. No, you just heard the gist of it.
He never tried to assassinate shit!
Right?
Jesus Christ, you stubborn woman.
Right.
Yeah, I know, right?
Right.
Damn straight you should, Jesus.
Right.
Goddamn. But also, that is terrifying.
Which part of it?
Just becoming... The hollowing look sounds terrifying.
Yeah, it doesn't sound like a good thing. Not yet. Not staying the night.
Unless I don't stay the
Cool.
night yet anyway. I think that's maybe where we start off next time.
Yeah, I think so from the looks of it.
Because the next place we're going to is the quarry.
Yeah. Okay. So, staying the night will give me a chance to rest. For now, still a party of 4. So, my conjecture, right? So, I think when we go to the quarry, I think we will I think the reason we may fight Doalim is because he thinks we're somehow associated with what's plaguing his people. Or we get
Or maybe he thinks we're going to try to assassinate him.
because of Miguel, yeah. So I could see that being the reason why we fight him. So I think it's gonna be something like that, or even like, I don't think he'll do it as a test. I think it'll be because of some misunderstanding at large. Would be my ultimate guess here. Yeah. So
at least we can confirm that he actually is a nice guy.
Yeah, I mean, when you have someone that was accused of being an assassin still being like, look, we're here trying to help him still. That speaks volumes about character.
That makes me happy that I didn't trust a character and it was a bad idea.
I think it's also going to be the reason why Doalim joins us is because he does see that being a lord, he will ultimately get replaced at some point. And the only way to assure peace maintains in his realm is to overthrow the rest of them. That would be my guess.
Or he's like, alright, cool. Like, kind of like that, but only, like, maybe he leaves someone trusted in charge of the thing, kind of intending to come back to it, but is more like, okay, well, I can't just only have here be good, because otherwise, corruption will come from another place,
Yeah, I mean, I think ultimately it'll be more about maintaining the peace of the realm at large. Because I think, like, at least at the beginning, his focus will be about this area. And then maybe over time it grows to more like having the rest of Dana being like that.
Well, as long as he's on our side and it doesn't end too badly, it'll be the easiest realm we will have conquered.
Yeah. Outside of whatever sinister bullshit that is going on, because there's going to be.
That's what I said. If there's going to be anyone sinister, it's the butler.
And then really having this realm on our side would be great, because this is how you get supply lines to what is the ice place called?
No.
Because I want to say Sisclia, but again, that combined with Caligula. So, Cislodia.
I was about to say it's a different sea name.
So Cislodia. So this could act as a supply point and juncture to helping rebuild the previous two areas.
Especially because this one's so fucking prosperous.
Right? And then that would give a way of even taking the captured Renans and giving like other Renans for them to work with and like improve and integrate with. That'd be a way of doing it. Because, you know, based on Cislodia and Caligula, they're not just slaughtering the Renans when they surrender. So, you know, if they surrender, they're being taken prisoner. So I think there's a lot of interesting potential here. And then, yeah, skill-wise, it's just... Alphen really needs... He really needs a recover. Because... Yeah. All of his stuff is really good, but when I get interrupted doing a flame attack and not be able to recover out of it, it's really bad considering I take damage.
Minor things.
I wonder if the elemental defense, what that applies to. Because I wonder if that ultimately impacts the amount of health from the flaming edge. Because I have avoided this and this to avoid consuming more HP accidentally. Rending Flash, I should probably get that. He has so many things that I need to get. And then, like, so you can tell, like, there's titles, like, all the way out here. So, I don't know if there's any that go up higher. Based on what I'm seeing so far, probably not. But Rinwell obviously has a lot she can get, assuming everyone's fills out like this. But yeah, this here, God, such a change factor for everything. So, I got a question for you before we wrap up.
Mm-hmm.
Let's talk about party composition, right?
Okay.
So, obviously, with me playing Alphen, Alphen's going to be staying in this party.
Mm-hmm.
You do have Shion, who's, focusing as a healer, so that's pretty important. Magic, so heavy magic person. That combined with Shion are the two big magic focuses. We got our fist fighter boy here, who does a pretty decent job of doing what he needs to do. We know the staff person is going to be melee, so Dolin's melee.
Well, he also has arts.
Correct. So him being Renan means he's also going to have arts, and is a healer as well. And then Shield Gal is just all about like perfect guarding stuff. So my tentative party menu, right, I'm thinking probably swap out Law for Dohalim. Most likely.
Mm-hmm.
Just because having 2 healers in may not be a terrible idea. And then if we get into a heavy fight where it looks like there may be moves that will end up wiping different parts of the party if we're not careful, swapping out Dohalim back in for Law and having, if magic is not very effective or something like that, maybe swapping out Shion for Kisara. Because magic is probably going to always be effective in some variety, just because it's the heavy hitter. By that trade-off of like charge speed and everything. So that's kind of what I'm thinking right now.
Well, at the very minimum, you either have to have, if Dohalim does heal, you have to either have him or Shion in your party at all times.
Yes, 100%.
At the very minimum. It's just, I do agree with swapping Law out for Dohalim, though.
Mm-hmm.
Not only just to see what, he does, but just, yes, I approve.
I think the flexibility that will be there from a, healing, melee, and presumably arts casting could be really beneficial as like a kind of all-rounder kind of deal. Whereas Rinwell is going to be like the ranged focused DPS, whereas Shion is ranged DPS support. Granted, like Rinwell can be more support too, like if I spent stuff for like her to do sharpness. Like if I learn sharpness, that's attack and elemental attack by 30% for a set period for one ally. The problem is, I don't know how to get this to where it's not getting applied to like other random people. If I...
You kind of can't unless you're controlling her yourself.
Yeah, which is problematic because... So... Yeah, so like I can't...
You can't assign specific spells to specific...
So if I hit always... No, I can't. I can... Okay. So... Yeah, so like that's... Like I could set it to where like if CP is like below 50% to not do it. I need to see if there's a way for me to... Like I need to see what the priority is. Because if I do it as like once only, if that will like prioritize whoever the player character is, that makes it really good.
I don't think it will, but
I don't think it will either, and that's my concern. Because 30% more attack and elemental attack for Alphen will be phenomenal. Actually, 30% elemental attack for Rinwell would be really good too. But I mean, so like right now my cure points is at 252.
Mm-hmm.
So I guess it depends on if Shion's CP recovery like how much it is, and if other party members get traits like that as well later. Pardon me, some things to consider there. Some things to consider. But we'll go ahead and wrap up stream here. I think we have an idea where we're going with this. So we'll look at resuming this tomorrow. And if anything pops up between now and then, we'll go from there.